Hey guys, one of the saddest moments in music and the most iconic moments as well was when John Lennon passed away. One of my greatest musical heroes, Stevie Wonder, had a reaction when he heard the news. He was playing a live show and he announced the person, to his audience, and it was a very, very emotional moment. Let's go check how this unfolded.
Pittsburgh ain't in it, fella, just like I told you. Remember that? Now what you got to say?
Life of a man who temporarily, at least, was going through a personality crisis. For a time, he found himself right in the middle of rock and roll's fast lane. But they got through it, and John was starting over. He had a new record album recorded just 2 months ago. It was a good album that was receiving general public acceptance. John Lennon was back until an assassin ended the life of this fantastic talent. A man who changed the history of rock and roll. Perhaps the most tragic aspect of what's happened is that John Lennon was back. He was performing. He got the energy back. He had made an album. He is just about completing a second album. And this random act by this assassin has ended what was to be a second coming of John Lennon.
I would like to say something. I'd like your attention, please. This is very important, and I want you all to understand that I am not a person who likes to be the bearer of any bad news, but I think that I would like to, for those of you that don't know this, because I couldn't, it's been really hard for me to do this show tonight, but I did it in memory of people like this man, like Dr. Martin Luther King, and like someone that recently was shot. He was shot tonight 3 times, and I will tell you who, and I know that maybe you won't be able to sing this song with me, but the song is about people like him that have lived and died for the principle of unity for all people. And I'm talking about Mr. John Lennon.
You can hear the gasp in the crowd when he said his name, and if you listen to that again, when he said the name John Lennon, you can, it's almost as if he couldn't say the words out, it's like his voice just broke at that point, and I don't know if they were friends, I don't know if they were close or whatever, but it sounds like to me like, it's a very, very personal thing to him, I mean, even people who hadn't met Lennon, felt that way. People were like crying on the streets and all that, but for a man who's like a professional, who's like played many shows under all sorts of conditions, right? To feel this way at a show, there must be something deeper going on there, and it's just a terrible moment in music, really. And not only music, in humanity times as well. It's just a terrible, terrible thing, such a waste, I don't know. The guy who committed the act, if he was like sick upstairs, then you cannot really blame him because he didn't know what he was doing. But if he was sane at that point, then it's like I mean, what do you do to a guy like that? It's just sad, just really sad.
And I'm talking about Mr. John Lennon. So I'm very sorry to have to tell you that. But when I found it out, it's still very hard for me to do this show, even now. But I know that you would want me to continue to express those same feelings as he has in his life.
Once again, you heard that crack in his voice again, it's just so sad, man, And if Stevie could feel this way, imagine what the other members of the Beatles, what they felt like at that moment when they heard the news I cannot even imagine it, because even now, when I try to think of it, right, 42 years back, it makes me shiver. So, I don't know. It was just like, when Princess Diana died, when Michael Jackson died, when Marvin Gaye died, how I felt when I heard the news.
I wasn't shocked. Not saying that I expected for it to happen to him, but I expected that in time that kind of thing would begin to happen, unfortunately, to artists, to those that express how they feel in that form. I'm so very sorry and so very brokenhearted that it happened.
We will always have his music and his words, which were as much a contribution of John Lennon as his music were the words and the poems and the spirit that he left behind.
I think when a writer or an artist is able to express himself through song, it really is the silent soul speaking in song.
I mean, that last statement that he made was very, very profound, and I don't know. I guess, you had like certain artists, who were very, very much like in the same vein, Stevie Wonder was like a great advocate for like a social justice, and so was Lennon. So I think he felt it so deeply because he knows what where Lennon is coming from, he knows how it feels to champion a cause and fight for a cause, and he knows that to lose a person like that is a great loss to the world. And he probably thinks that could be me, I do what Lennon does, that could happen to me as well. And I think all that just brought it home to him, and he just thought to himself that there goes I, but for the luck of the draw, just terrible. And I pray that the soul of like a Lennon continues to rest in peace. This is one of those videos that I cannot say I hope you enjoyed it. There's nothing to enjoy here. All I can just say is I hope you can channel your positive energy towards Lennon and his family, and to the whole world as well, to humanity actually, that that things like this don't happen anymore, and that this world continues to be like a better place, to live in every day. So tomorrow better than today, that's all we can wish and hope for. If it was your first time here today, welcome on board. I hope to see you again. I hope you subscribe and become a part of the family, and I welcome you on board officially. Name is Harry. Stay cool, stay safe, and I'll see you all at the next stop. Bye-bye.